So when I first installed the Expedition One bumper, it was blocking the third brake light, so I needed an option. So I picked up from Quadratec a body armor LED third brake light, and that worked great. But recently it failed inspection because the rule is it can't be behind the tire. So I actually went back to Quadratec, picked up a Warrior Products third brake light, and it mounts through the hole in the wheel so it sticks out and it meets inspection requirements. So it's worked really well. There's a few ins and outs to, installing it, things that they don't necessarily call out that you need to be aware of. But I think it's a great option for anybody who wants to make sure that they pass inspection, but wants to be able to remove the light in case they don't want it on there. So, hey, hopefully you'll enjoy the video. I'll leave some links below. Hey, YouTube. So I've had this tire carrier for 3 years. And I've had the vehicle safety inspected a number of times. We have to get an inspection every year here in Virginia. And it's always passed the flying colors. And all I had was this inner ring of the LEDs shining through the tire as a third brake light, because the tire obviously covers the original third brake light. So that's been good enough. It's worked great. And I was always really happy with it. But the last time I took it for inspection, they failed it because they said there's a rule that says it can't be inside the wheel. So that's what I get for going to a different inspector. But I was looking for a removable replacement, something that I could put on when I wanted it there, and something I could take off when I didn't want it there. And so I found this, and I'll put a link down in the description. And it's very bright. It sits on a little base that mounts to the tire carrier with the same lug nuts that hold the wheel on to it, and it's got a little metal clip here that can let you remove it. So one of the things that I found interesting about this is the kit didn't really state that you didn't get all the parts, but it didn't actually have a plug to where you could disconnect it. So let me show you what, and I like this that I set up, but in my opinion, it should have actually come this way. But if this is something that you want to do with your vehicle, you might want to check on it. So I actually tied it in to the wires that I ran to the other third brake light, and just tied those in. And up underneath here is these little waterproof plugs. So it just unsnaps like that, and then all you do is pop this. Now, one of the problems with this is, in order to take off the spare tire, you actually have to remove this light. Obviously, there's no way this tire can slide in over it, but it's pretty easy to do, right? So it just comes out. So these are the little waterproof connectors that I decided to put on here, and this has worked fantastic. I'll put a link to those connectors. I think I still have the link to those. It's something I've had laying around the garage for a while. But yeah, it's a heavy metal piece. It's a nice LED, and it's pretty quick and easy. So you just slide that in there, put your pin back in, and then reconnect. It's kind of tight in here. Let's see if I can get a view of it. It's nice and snapped in. So it was a little harder to do with the camera in the way, but it's really easy to do. It didn't take long to hook this up because I already had the wiring for the third brake light fed up through this swing arm. So that all worked out perfect. And it's certainly bright enough. Oh, hold on. So as you can see, it's certainly bright enough. I can keep the ring in there, and I have an option. So that's a fantastic piece. Like I said, I'll leave some links below to the light. This is one that I found that seemed to be easy to take off and put back on. But as always, I don't endorse any given product. I'm just telling you, I bought this one and it worked like it was supposed to. So thanks for watching. So there you go. I've had this light running for a couple of months now. I've taken it off a couple of times. It's really easy to install. It's easy to remove and put back on. And you can use it in conjunction with the light behind the wheel, which, you know, has an interesting look to it, which is why I chose it in the first place. So, hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, do all the fun YouTube stuff and like and subscribe and everything else. But, hey, we'll see you on the next video.